During his speech at the UN, U.S. President Donald Trump did not mention the crisis in Myanmar, where more than 400,000 Rohingya Muslims have fled to Bangladesh to escape the violence in Rakhine State. Human rights groups have accused Burmese security forces of using ethnic cleansing tactics against the Rohingya. UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres said the international community is shocked by the dramatic escalation of violence. He called on Myanmar's government to step in and settle things peacefully.
But let me emphasize again, the authorities in Myanmar must end the military operations, allow unhindered humanitarian access, and recognize the right of refugees to return in safety and dignity. And they must also address the grievances of the Rohingya, whose status has been left unresolved for far too long.
Early Tuesday, Myanmar's civilian leader, Aung San Suu Kyi, spoke about the conflict in detail for the first time, after coming under international criticism.
We want to find out why this exodus is happening. We would like to talk to those who have fled as well as to those who have stayed. I think it is very little known that the great majority of Muslims in the Rakhine State have not joined the exodus. More than 50% of the villages of Muslims are intact. They are as they were before the attacks took place.
Hundreds of Yangon residents demonstrated their support for their leader. But international human rights activists were upset by her uncertainty about the violence that prompted the refugee exodus. One expert told VOA reaction to the speech has been mixed at best.
The unhappiness with her speech has a lot to do with unrealistic expectations of what this woman can achieve, who is the civilian leader of the government, but this is not a government. This is not a country where civilian supremacy reigns.
U.S. Secretary of State Rex Tillerson has called on Myanmar's government and military to facilitate humanitarian aid for displaced people in the affected areas and to address deeply troubling allegations of human rights abuses and violations. Cindy Sain, VOA News, the State Department.